true. I did move to Los Angeles, learning a lot about myself. In Portland, I knew a lot about myself. I knew my race, certainly. I'm a mixed race person. I'm white and Korean American, and now I live in Los Angeles, where someone speaks Spanish to me every day. Absolutely. That's what I'm bringing to the table, right? Which feels good. It feels good to be identified as one race. In Portland, I was always like a little bit too brown to be accepted as white, a little bit too white to be fully embraced by communities of color. And now I know. That's because I didn't know my true identity as a proud Latina. And I'm enjoying it very much. Feels good. I'm excited about this time of year because I love basketball, ladies and gentlemen. Any other basketball fans in the house? Make some noise. Yes, I know it's very tentative because you think I'm tricking you because I don't look like a basketball fan. I look like a fan of musical theater and soup. And I do love those things. But I also love basketball because I like to support my team. I don't care about the points or the assists. I just care about supporting my team emotionally and spiritually. And if you're like me, you can do what I do. Watch the Blazer game. Turn the volume down. Use your imagination to pretend that the ball does not exist. What it ends up looking like is a bunch of hot, sweaty bros who care very deeply and passionately about each other, y'all. As it should be, right? And it's beautiful, and it looks like this. Hey, are you okay? Are you mad at me? Look at me. Can we talk about this? Are you mad? Hey, I'm open. I'm open. I'm open to a productive dialogue. What if that's what it was? It's beautiful. Love basketball. Male relationships are my sports. You know, I love basketball. I became kind of a late basketball fan. I was trying to figure it out why I became a late basketball fan. Figured it out. Basketball starts with 5 handsome, young, dynamically sized, talented young dudes. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. You know what 5 handsome, dynamically sized young dudes are? It's a boy band. It's a boy band. Nobody told you it was a boy band. It's a boy band. Basketball starts with a boy band. I'll give you a refresher course of boy bands, right? Very simple formula. You got the tall guy in the middle. He's like the center of the boy band. He's got a low voice. He's got one job. It's to talk you through the bridge. That's Kevin. Then, left to him, you got the wild card, right? He's a little bit older than the other guys, you know? And he takes things to a weird place, you know? He's like, am I sexual? And everybody's like, AJ, take it down a notch, dude. These girls are young, bro. AJ's like, I know, man. I got 3 daughters of my own at home, okay? But you're here for the girls, and I'm here for their moms, so here we go. One more time. Okay, that's that dude. Then you got the talent. He's not much to look at, but boy, can he sing. Then you got the talent, the ambition, the leadership, the golden curls in one dude, and that's the Timberlake. And we all want just the Timberlake, right, folks? But you gotta take the rest of these busters as baggage, and that's a good lesson for later. There are strings attached, actually. I left out a very important dude, member of the crew, very pretty guy, beautiful blue eyes, fun clothes, frosted tips. And you're 12 years old, right? But you're like, are you gay? And he's like, meh, yes. Completes the set. We'll take one of each. Remember that feeling when you saw boy bands for the first time? Oh my God, it sets you on fire, you know, when you're that age. You're so sensitive, your sexuality is budding. You're so sensitive, all your body is like a throbbing clit. You're 12 years old, so sensitive. Just a breeze will set you off. You see that boy band, and it makes you explode, you know? And that heat, it travels up, and you don't know how to control it, and it pops out of your head like a tea kettle, and you just, And that's why, if you were a person who grew up in the 80s and 90s, one man will never satisfy you. Must be 5. And they don't have an app for that yet. They're working on it. Quinder, that's my idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's one thing about me. Another thing about me is I'm a woman. I'm a woman type person. I'm a woman flavored person. I have preferred gender pronouns, and they're she, her. Those are my preferred gender pronouns. But I'll answer to they, them. I got no problem with they, them, they, all day. And then recently, I found out at a Subway sandwich, I like a sir every once in a while, right? I brought so much authority to that Subway sandwich, walked up to that curvy glass, and the kid was like, green peppers, sir? And I was like, oh, I'm living my life right. This feels good, feels strong, you know? Embolden me, you know? So much so I've been calling little girls, sir, to empower them, right? To my niece, listen, sir, we did not get the apple juice you requested. Boss, we're working on it. Sir, please, if you'll just be flexible, Dora will be on any moment. Please, sir, please. Watch that little girl bloom in front of you, right? She'll be like, yeah, see that you do. We need these little bitches powerful, right? Presidential, you know? Like elite Yelp reviewers. Me. In a similar vein, I've been calling old men queen whenever I get the chance. Because you can plant a seed and not stick around to see what grows, you know, just open the door at the bank, and have a nice day, queen, and walk away. I'll tell you this story about gender. One time I was a child, I was 17 years old. I was the same weight I am now, but I had none of the sauce, right? None of the swag. I was just a chubby Cabbage Patch doll. And I had a crush on a boy on the football team, and one day he was coming down the hall towards me, and I was like, okay, today's the day. I'm going to say something to him. Okay, today's the day. He's coming down the hall towards me, and I go, hi, Cody. And he goes, hey, big guy, and keeps walking. Keeps walking forever out of my life. Very painful to hear that in 2001. Very hard to hear big guy in 2001. 2018, close to fucking enough, right? I was probably doing some big guy shit, you know? Taking up a lot of space in the hallway, you know? Wearing a puffy vest of some kind, okay? Eating a Twix bar brazenly, aggressively, 2 at a time, right? Chomp, chomp, chomp. I don't got time for 2 bars, baby. Big guy coming through, okay? Taking a phone call on speaker, right? Bloop, you got Pruett, go. Up too slow, bloop, on my hip, right? If I'm wearing any kind of utility belt, cargo short, fanny pack, you may gender me as big guy. That seems perfectly appropriate. You guys are so awesome. I'm Bri Pruett. Have a great time tonight.